I 100% feel like I've been spit up after being chewed up, ran over by a car, and then tossed into a trash can. But we're still gonna do this reorganization video. Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Taylor. You already know what it is, or you don't. So this is Pages of My Life, and today I'm going to be filming a reorganization video for my bookshelves. I don't feel the best. I apologize. Therefore, I don't look the best. So I apologize for that too. But yeah, there's a few things that I've been wanting to change around on my shelves, and I'm not doing anything with my life. So we're gonna make this video. Let's get into it. So this is what we're working with right now. There's nothing that's not supposed to be there, but there's nothing like wrong with it really, other than there's a few books I have on the ground, and then just I don't love the double stacking, but I have so many books and not enough room, so I have to double stack a few things. But I don't like that I have mixed genres kind of just everywhere, and I know there's not much I can do about it, but I don't like the colors of romance books. Like, just my room's not that messy, but a quick preview. Like you can see what the color pattern is here, right? So colors like this and that are super bright, I don't love, but I would hate to turn all those books around. So I'm trying to find a happy medium or move all of my romances over here so I'm not staring at the color when I'm in my bed. Like that is such a random thing to be upset about, but it's bothering me. So it's time to get that moved. I do have a lot of books coming still, like special editions that I have to consider when reorganizing my shelf, but that's a problem for another day. I just can't look at this anymore. Oh, and then I have a whole nonfiction shelf, and if I'm being honest with myself, I read nonfiction really for work, not in my free time. So there's no point of it having its own shelf. I think I'm going to get like a cube. There's a mess right there, so we're not showing that. A 3-tier cubed thing, and have like a few nonfiction books that I know I actually really enjoy just sitting over there. But other than that, there's no point. As for the top shelves, right now I keep my book subscription books up there, but also it's getting a little tall, so I probably need to do something about that. But again, that's a problem for another day. And then all my poetry books are right here. There's so many of them, they don't just fit on a shelf by themselves, so that was a problem. That's my grandpa. So I think they're just gonna stay there for now. Yeah, maybe they won't stay there forever though. I'm thinking about once I get the 3-tier, I could put them in there now. Huh. Okay, here's a little bit of what we're going for. Again, you can see the 3-tier thing to the left, and then here's where I think everything else is gonna go. I did not actually consider all of my books. In fact, I'm thinking about putting a lot of them underneath my bed and just highlighting books that I really want on the shelves right now. That doesn't mean I don't love the books, it's just, I have limited space and I'd rather some books be highlighted than just some of them just sitting there. A few things you can notice. So this side is going to be to the right, fantasy, and then the other side is going to be fiction, contemporary books, more of my romance books that aren't fantasy. Obviously, I didn't have to repeat myself. Oh well. Sick brain fog, sorry about that. But yeah, this is what we're gonna go for. Is it gonna end up exactly like this? Probably not. But let's see what happens. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm gonna remove all of my bottom shelf books. Not to move all these other books out of the way. And kind of do row by row. This is also an opportunity, like my allergies are really cutting up, and I know I can see it in the film right now. There's a crap ton of dust on these shelves that I just need to get out of here. quick update. So I switched out these bottom ones. So that used to be over there. It used to be right there, now it's here. And then I just moved my Shatter Me and like honestly just like blue books, C books, whatever. Some Tahira Mafi extra books are back there, and then some more Victoria Avard. Over here, again, sorry for the thing that's behind me. But yeah, I moved that, and now I think I'm gonna move my Bridgerton set here, because as you can see, I kind of have, at least this row, a special editions going on. Those aren't special editions, I just have a lot of them, but my off-campus series special edition stuff. Oh my gosh, I should have turned that off. Okay, anyway, so I want to move Bridgerton to here, but I don't think there's going to be enough room, and I don't, this is bad, but I don't like the additions that I have enough to let it take up an entire shelf. So we'll see if that ends up sticking. And then I kind of want, I really want to move this shelf down to like here and just make it a JLA and Reading Kennedy shelf, but then I have a lot of extra books I have to figure out what to do with, because I recently bought a book special edition by Jennifer L. Armentrout, so there would be room for it right here, but it's not here yet, so I guess that's just gonna stay there. But yeah, I'm gonna move Bridgerton and probably a few other things, and then I'll be right back. This is now the Bridgerton shelf. It looks really cool, but there's a lot of open space, so that irritates me. We could fit more things there, but we're not going to. I'm talking to my people. All right, I'm back several hours later. More than several. It's been like 6. But I am back to getting these shelves together right now. I'm trying to move all of these fantasy books out of the way so I can put them over here and then figure out my romance situation. I've already kind of accepted that I want to get rid of a lot of the books that are on my shelves because they just feel really cluttered right now. Not cluttered, but crowded, I'll say. And I want them to feel like more display-like, not just like I need a spot to put my books, which I do. I don't have a big enough room for that, but one day I will. I think the extra ones I'm either going to throw in a closet I have over here or underneath my bed, so we'll see. Okay, quick shelf update. We've moved on to Twilight at this point also. But I have some of my favorite romance authors and favorite romance book of all time over here. Magnolia Parks, Helen Huang, and I think Tessa Bailey are also back there. Then we have this shelf, which is my dark romance shelf. Yeah, that's all that needs to be said. Again, there's some more books kind of in the back hidden, but in the front, that's what it looks like. And I think that's my goal. I just, with the way the shelves were before, which it looked something like this one right here, that just looks so like messy and cluttered. If there was a lot of books on the shelf, that's fine, but I wanted to look organized. And with these new layouts on the shelves, there are more books back there, but they're not as like, okay, before I fix that shelf, quick question. Do you guys think I should switch these top parts? Because this is all my poetry, and then just my little sign, and then these are all my fantasy book subscriptions, so I feel like honestly they should be over here with the fantasy shelves. But I feel like low-key I'm too lazy to move them. So, if you think it's gonna look weird just having them there, or you think nobody's really paying attention like that and it's just all in my head, let me know. If I should move it, let me know that too. biggest shelf that I have a lot more room for more stuff on. The collection is growing, but it's not big enough for me to like feel right just leaving the small amount of books on the shelf. My question is, what books do I want to put up here? Because I honestly don't know if there's any other romance books that I'm like, oh yeah, I really need them on my shelves. And that sounds really bad. But nothing, like, if I'm being honest, like, I haven't finished all of Emily Henry's books, so I don't want to put them up here right now. Colleen, I don't feel like is special enough to me anymore to put on my shelves at the moment. I'm not saying I don't like it anymore, it's just not the same anymore. And the other ones I feel like just don't fit. And then also I still plan on having a adult romance shelf right here. Maybe I'll get rid of that shelf and then just put like random romance books here. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh. Next update. Sorry for the wobbly camera. Here's what I ended up doing. The shelf feels really busy. I really want to make sure I got the rope up there because I bought it specifically for a southern shelf. And I decided to put this plant here because it kind of looked like wheat or whatever, so that felt kind of southern. I'm from Missouri, I can say that, I guess. And then I was thinking about a place for these, and I didn't want them to end up really low on my shelves. Like, originally I was going to squeeze it on one of these two, but no, I don't want to do that. So I'm putting it here, which again, it feels like there's a lot going on, but this is where it's going to go for now. Alright, here's what we ended up with. I didn't like the different shades of darkness, so everything is turned around. And I don't like the different shades of off-white. But this is what it is for now, and this is what it shall be. Yup. Alright, I am stopping for the night with these two shelves. I have to go to work in the morning, so fun. This is what we did today, and it looks really crooked, so I'm gonna pick this up and make it straight. Okay, here we go. So this is what we've achieved. We've got the Western shelf, some of my favorite romance books, Mafia, darker romance. Same thing here, but they turned around. Bridgerton, which at first I was like fully against having its own shelf, but I really like this leaning tower of Michelangelo here. It really added something to the shelf, even though it is taking up a lot of space, but I really like it. And then of course we have the sports shelf with El Kennedy all right there, and then a few other sports books behind it. And yeah, one more look at what I achieved. Oh, I guess that's not it. Female empowerment, classicals. That's nothing right now. I gotta move that around. And then you can't really see it, but we had the Sarah J. Maas shelf down there and the Harry Potter shelf back there. Bro. Ooh, the way I should have turned off this thing, but I was bored, so. Yep, we're getting back. Oh, and then I moved this over here, but the shelf is exactly the same. It was just right there before. Alright, I will see you guys in the next one. Today is a new day, and we're back. I didn't get very far yesterday. Literally, I did this probably for 4 hours total and only managed to move around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish shelves. Well, I guess it's more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Math is hard. 8, 9 shelves. I did 9 shelves. What is on my lip? Oh my god. Okay, that was chapstick, I promise. 9 shelves. I don't really count 4 of those because they were really easy to move around. But yeah, now I need to get back to it. I think today is gonna require me to dig around in a cabinet I have out in the hallway here to find some of my contemporary fiction books that aren't necessarily like straight up romance. So these are really a lot of the book to movie adaptation books. Yeah, that's really it. I don't know. I really am kind of torn between throwing a lot of the leftover romance books that I have just in a bag somewhere and leaving the ones that I have out and getting rid of those. I don't know. I honestly have not that strong of opinions about the books that are left. So I'm like, oh, you could just leave these shelves open for new books, but then I'll probably be psychotic and buy a bunch of books I don't need. So I don't think that's the best decision to make for my own bank account sake. But also, I don't know, if I don't really want them on the little bit of shelf space that I have, then I don't want to put them there either. I'm conflicted, very conflicted. Okay, I've made the executive decision that I will keep a few of them, but I'm not pressuring myself to keep most of them on the shelf. I think at this point, I am more like I want to display my books more than I care about having books on the shelves. Like when I first moved into this apartment, my only goal was like get all my books on the shelves, and I achieved that almost. There's again a few like in the hallway, but there weren't any under my bed. Now I'm like storing a bunch back in the bags that I brought them in and just tucking them carefully underneath my bed because I just want like these shelves to be more display case than just so crowded like they were before. No um there's no shelves that still kind of are like that right now. I've moved them all around minus the shelf that you can't see right now, but let me turn myself minus this shelf. This one's not that bad because you can't see, but there's like a crap ton of books back here hiding. And I may or may not change the shelf because I don't know if I want to keep. Okay, there it is. I don't know if I want to keep Fourth Wing here or if I want to move it because obviously this isn't going to end up being a 5 book series, so it's not going to be able to stay there for long anyway. And I'm saying that like Rebecca's about to drop all 5 within the next year, maybe one more next year, but now about to start on this shelf, which you can't really see, but I got my books here and we're ready to go. Ooh, first I need to clean it off though. You're about to hear Bella screaming in a little bit. I apologize. Here we go. Realizing I'm really bad at remembering to film stuff. So this ended up being the shelf. I'm not in love with it, but I don't hate it. I really tried to maximize the space, so as you see we have the 2 columns, and then I kind of zigzag the books just for I don't know why. Um, then I have a few in the back that are turned around. I don't even know which books those are, but it doesn't matter. Put this plant here because I knew I wanted to keep it here. Then I turned out A Walk to Remember mainly because of the colors. Also, I just like the movie. And then I fell in love with Hope, which I haven't read yet, so I feel like it probably is more of a romance than it is just a contemporary book. But I ended up putting it here anyway. So this, again, the shelf is mainly, you can't see all of them, but some contemporary stories, contemporary fiction, and book to movie adaptations. Okay, moving back up to the shelf. Here we go. Now, I've decided just to go with what I have right now and put my romance books here. So, miscellaneous romance that's not YA will go there, and then YA will go over here.
They're wolves. They're like huge wolves.
This nose fell off. Okay, so fun story. I broke this elephant the minute I bought it. Yeah, I literally hit it against the door on my way out. So his little nose is broken, but I can just sit it there. But if I move him, the nose clearly falls off. So that's kind of a problem. But it's okay. It's okay. You know, accidents happen, especially when you're clumsy. And his only job is to look cute on the shelf, so it's good normally. Nose job real quick. Ooh, best plastic surgeon in California right here. Okay, there we go. Back to normal. Finally, we have made it to the last shelf on this shelf. Yeah, that made sense. Yay, because this is taking a while. I'm almost done watching New Moon. I'm gonna watch the whole Twilight Saga before I finish any of this, because my fantasy shelf really has not even been touched, and I think I have more fantasy books than romance, so I don't know how I'm gonna make all these fit, and I think I'm more attached to my fantasy than I am to romance. So again, on this last shelf, I'm just gonna be doing some romances that I just have, that some of them I really do like. I don't want to make people think I don't like them, but they're not like what I'm obsessed with at the moment. And I think I'm just going to show you guys when I'm done. Okay? This is a really good book. And also Meet Cute is good, but I think I'm going to wait for this because Megan Quinn just did it was actually really fun. Special editions that look like old world.
Bella, chill. Ow, can't you see I'm YouTubing?
She did editions that look like classic romance novels. They're kind of cheesy, but they're really cute. So I think I'll just wait for those and probably display them at some point when they get here. I thought I was moving super slow, but considering the fact that New Moon is still playing and I'm done with this show, I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. Now, I don't know where I'm going to start with this one because I'm not really... Okay, I have my like little layout that I made, but I'm actually not sure how I want this to actually look when it's done. Like, I'm actually genuinely bothered by this shelf, and there's like actually nothing wrong with it. So that's annoying, you know? Then I really love Zodiac Academy, even though I think it's getting a little drawn out in my opinion right now. But like, I know the shelf needs to stay the shelf because I know I have a second half of my Bookish Box editions coming. I know I have Ruthless Boys coming. I want the Bonds that Tie, which would have to go on the shelf too, and that's a whole series, and it's gonna take up a whole shelf because I'm crazy and bought things for books I don't own yet and may have to pay hundreds of dollars for if I don't get them on Black Friday. But I got this cute little skull that matches the covers, and then hold on, just wait for it. I'm the only person super excited about this, but look at the little bookends. Like, it's gonna be so cute, but I need to get my hands on the books. No pun intended. Okay. Okay, I've made the executive decision to simply start by sorting the books out. Probably gonna do this off camera because I feel like this is getting long. Maybe it's not, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna sort these into books that I know I want on the shelves, and then I will start putting them on shelves accordingly. Yes. Hi, I'm back. I realized an issue that I have. Oh my god, that was my phone. My bad.
Oop, Jacob! What you doing? He wants to talk to you. So you're still alive for now? For now. Sorry.
Got distracted. But anyway, my problem, what I'm realizing trying to sort these books right now is that while I have a lot of fantasy books, is because fantasy series are long. And almost every fantasy that I have
is a series. So I can't just put one book on the shelf, you know? So like anything that's a standalone is probably gonna get cut, sadly, because they're few and far between. Anything that's not a complete series that I don't have yet is probably not making the shelf because that's taking up space, and I don't even have the last one. Mine is Fourth Wing. I'm not talking about Fourth Wing or like ones that are really far. I'm talking about ones that I like only have the first or second book, and there's like 5 more. There's no point in me just putting that on. Okay, not 5 more. If there's missing one and it's past 2 books, and I know they're out, there's no point in me putting on them shelves, in my opinion. Literally almost all these minus these, and I have this just in a different one, so it's probably not going. This one, I think they just, you can't even see what I'm pointing to. Okay, this was Raven Kennedy. This one's The Shadow Between Us by Trisha Levin. How do you spell Levenseller? Trisha? Is her name Trisha? I don't know. But, yeah, I think she just came out with another book for this one, or is about to drop it, but I don't have it. Tracy Wolf, this series is so long. These, I think, are the only ones that are just like randos. Everything else is quite literally. Okay, hold on. This is a rando. I don't have the other ones of this. Or I do, but they're in paperback, so I don't want them on the shelf. There's a couple over here. Where's my hand? Oh, I'm in the way. There's a couple over here that, like right there, that are standalones. And that's it. That's like 9 or 10 books out of all of these. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. I'm realizing I literally can't even make a shelf that's just standalone fantasy books because there's not enough of them. Is it like a rule that fantasies have to be a series, or am I just nuts and I decide to only read fantasy series? Someone let me know.
I'm wasting this.
Okay, so I took another random break to go eat dinner with my friend, and then came back and like got straight to work. So this is the shelf that I just finished up. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. Again, it's not a ton of books. There's some hiding behind there that you only see if I'm standing up, but from this angle, it doesn't look that bad. So I think I'm gonna move to this one, and I originally thought my favorite, like most read fantasy, most of them YA books would go there, right here, but now I'm thinking I want to put them right here. And I apologize for the shaky camera. I'm definitely just using my hand. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I might have more room to put a few more books here, which honestly there aren't any ton left that I'm like are absolute favorites, but I feel like this is a spot they need to go. And then I kind of want to do a red, white, gold type of deal up there and add my Serpent and Dove collection up there. And then I could also incorporate some of Fourth Wing, but I'm probably gonna have to move that over there or something. I don't think it's gonna be able to stay there, or I can move it here. We'll see. We will see. Hey, it's me, second guessing Sally. I'm now again confused and have not moved since that last clip. And I've been sitting here for like 15 minutes. Because like I mentioned, I like am manifesting that I'm gonna be able to get these Bookish Box Bonds that tie series, and again I have a bunch of trinkets and stuff there's like 3 things that I know I want on the shelf, but it is gonna be like a staple shelf, and that's gonna take up space. So I'm conflicted whether or not I go ahead and prep a shelf as if I have the books and put it somewhere, or if I don't do that. And I don't know. I'm conflicted. I'm very conflicted. Because I don't want to set up a shelf that I get attached to And then I buy these books, and they're like my life because I've been obsessing over them since I made the mistake of not buying them when they were on sale the first time. And then there wouldn't be room for them. Okay, I can't put it over here. I have to go over here. This is the new system. So do I prep it? Do I not? I don't know. I might just flip a coin at this point because I don't know what to do. Stopping to say, what is this? What is it? Like, maybe I should finish it. I didn't even make it halfway through. But no. No. Not for me. Do not like at all. Okay, and then we have all Jennifer's books, which I don't feel like taking off the shelf. I hate when the bookshelf gets scratches on it. Is that Fourth Wing? Bro, please tell me why Fourth Wing left this mark on my white shelves. I now have beef with Rebecca Ross and Red Tower. I really do, because that's insane. That is insane. Alright, so last night my phone died, but here is the rest of the bookshelves. So we have those, then we have this one, and then I also built this thing for here. And there's a mess on my ground now, and I'm gonna do a quick overview, and we're gonna call this video done. Alright guys, this has been a 3-day process, but thank you for joining along and following this video. Sorry it's not very organized. It's weird trying to make an organization video that's not very organized, but whatever. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!